My question today is about the theme of your book launch is glorifying love through art, poetry, dance, and life. Can you expound more on that? As well as, why is love so essential to human life and all human beings? What must we do to develop our love to be more loving like you, Supreme Master?
Like me? How do you know?
We try.
Hey, sweetheart. Love is very, very important to you. Just ask your boyfriend or your husband. He'll tell you it is important. And your children, yes, your loved one, your parents. These are the love that we need all the time in order to feel good. Even animals, I read a book. I think it's called Chicken Soup, sadly. Chicken Soup for the pet lovers. So, how can a pet lover eat chicken soup? But I guess it's just a, metaphor. Okay, that was an experiment in love. And that book is wonderful. You should read it. It's full of sentiment and make me cry some. Now, there was a lady who take a walk and then discovered there were a bunch of kittens were abandoned on the street side. So she brought them home. And they are doing very well. And she likes one of them very much. She has one favorite. So that favorite one is growing fast and, lively and adorable. So that one was adopted immediately. And now the rest some more to be adopted. Because she already has 3 cats and 2 dogs. And her husband is not very keen on having a zoo in the home. He's already very burdened with work and other animals already. So she promised him that she would give them all for adoption. I said, don't worry. But then the first one were adopted, and then the rest are still there. There was one kitten, the smallest one, the ugliest one, and the most slow and dull, and it doesn't seem to be interested in life or anything at all. And he always at the bottom when they come to drinking milk or feeding or something. He's always laying at the bottom and everybody else on top of him. And now this lady, she wanted to make experiment in love. So she was wondering whether love would change him. So she especially picked him up and give him a name and every day talk to him and carry him around and even wash dishes and all that with him. And then he picked up, Then he grew fast and he's more lively and answered to his name, and now he doesn't stay at the bottom anymore, but whenever calls him or whenever she came near, he climbed on top of everybody else, of other 4 kittens. He climbed on top of them so that to climb onto her. And he became so loving and so intelligent, and he understood every word that she said. So now, every other kitten's already being adopted one after another. This one left. And every day she carries, she talks to him, and she feeds him loving and attention and teach him a lot of things, talking to him. And he understood absolutely everything. Then there come the day her husband came home, announced that somebody wanted to adopt him. Oh, that was heartbroken for her. But, she already promised him that she will give away all these kittens. So she had to keep her promise, even though heartbroken. And then she wrote a note, to the adopter person. Like, this kitten is hand-raised with a lot of love and attention. And he understood everything. And he's very gentle, very kind, very intelligent. And he can go on the car. He is absolutely very, very obedient and good. Make sure you give him the great love, because that is what he will give you. And she was crying inside, of course. But then the husband, reading that note, knowing how much the kitten meant to her, even then she's still big enough to give him away. So he agreed to let the kitten stay with her. That was Christmas, and he put a red ribbon on the kitten and handed it back to her. That was a very, very interesting story, don't you think?
Yes.
Thank you. And even love is essential to babies even, you know. They have experiments with babies as well. They experiment with some baby. Like some baby are fed only, but not touched, not loved, not talked to, not picked up, not paid attention to. Then they have become very dull and, you know, almost like lifeless and not interested. Lack of intelligence and life expression even. Compared to the group that has received a lot of love and care, those babies grow faster and look more intelligent and happy and more responsive. You see what I mean? How love is important. And you know it yourself. If you have heartbroken once, you know what it means. Love is important to you, okay? All right. Even pets, you know, if you don't touch them, don't love them, and they behave like a wild, they're colder and indifferent to humans. I have personal experience myself with adopted dogs and birds. You see, they changed completely after a period of time with a lot of care, love, and attention. They're more friendly now, loving, more endearing, and trusting humans. Like, for example, Solo before, he's not good with humans. Whoever go near, he will growl or he even beat them. He even beat me when he first came. And so whenever I have guests or visitors, I train him slowly, and then he trusted me already. He won't bite me anymore. It was the beginning, because I took the bone from him, you know, the veggie bone. And then he did not really mean to bite, it just accident. Okay, now, when the visitor came, I have to put a lot of veggie bone in that visitor's pocket and tell him to give to the Solo whenever he go near, immediately, just keep giving. So slowly like that, he became very friendly, and now we don't need any bones, veggie bones, for him to behave. Whoever come to visit, he just come and play with him immediately and expect them to rub his tum-tum and, you know, and play with him and everything. It's just like a hand-raised dog, puppy. Yes, he completely changed 360 degrees. You can ask some of the people who knows him before, and you will know how he changed. Yeah. And even the people they don't know, you know, like some visitors never came to my house before. They came, and then all my dogs just surround them, jump on them, kiss them all over, and bring toys to them, and all kind of things. They never did that before when they first came, okay? So love is very, very essential. Try it and you know. Thank you, thank you.